Every child is unique. Some children need a little more support in their daily daycare routine, whether it's with speaking, moving, interacting with others, or regulating emotions. In Berlin, it's possible to apply for additional support at daycare if your child has special needs. But how do you know if your child is eligible? It can show in different ways. For example, some children can only concentrate on one thing for a short time. They often have difficulty learning new things. Some children may display strong emotions when they fail at something. They may become angry or sad, or withdrawn. Some children have difficulty understanding spoken language or context. They find it difficult to interact with other children. They prefer to play alone or don't know how to communicate with others. Some children move unsteadily and often stumble. They may not want to try to dress themselves, brush their teeth, or go to the toilet. In their daily routine at the daycare center, these children often need special support, which you as a parent can request. If you have any concerns about your child's development, please talk to the daycare team. The staff observe your child daily. Together you can assess if a request for additional support is sensible. By the way, children with special needs or disabilities learn and play together with other children in daycare. So how can you apply for extra support for your child in Berlin? The application is submitted through the so-called procedure for the granting of additional socio-educational support and participation for children with imminent disabilities in child daycare. A link can be found in the video text. There are two ways to apply. One is before your child starts daycare. If you apply for a daycare voucher and indicate that your child may have a disability, the Youth Welfare Office will take action. They will determine whether your child is eligible for social educational support. If approved, the daycare staff will create a support plan for your child. The second option is during daycare. If the daycare team observes that your child needs extra support, they will talk to you. You will assess together whether there is an increased need for support. If this is the case, you can submit an application to the Integration Office at the Youth Welfare Office for determination of additional socio-educational support in accordance with paragraph 6 of the Daycare Funding Act. To process your application, you will need the following documents: a report describing the support needs of your child, for example from your family doctor, a speech therapist, or early intervention center, as well as a professional statement from the kindergarten summarizing their observations. What happens after the application is submitted? If you submit the application while your child is already attending daycare, the extra support can begin immediately upon application. The Youth Welfare Office will review your application. If the additional support is granted, it will be tailored to your child, for example through additional staff or special services at the daycare center. If the support is not approved, the provisional assistance will automatically end. It's important to note that processing your application can take up to several weeks. The sooner all documents and paperwork are received, the faster your application can be processed. You may be wondering whether the application will affect your child's school career. No. The funding is a temporary measure designed to provide the best possible support for your child's development at daycare. There will be no disadvantages for their school years. Will the school find out about this? Only if you request it. The daycare center does not automatically share information. If your child needs additional support at school, you can discuss this with the school office. We advise you to act early. If you notice something about your child that worries you, please speak to the daycare team at any time. The Youth Welfare Office or social services in your district, or parenting and family counseling centers will be happy to help.